Good morning and welcome back to another episode. I've just returned from an epic photographic safari trip across southern Africa, including the Kalahari Desert in South Africa, Namibia and Botswana. I took thousands of images, and in fact I'm still editing some of those. A lot of these images were bird photography, and before my trip I was fixated on only using manual settings on my camera. In other words, dialing in your shutter speed, your aperture, and putting ISO on auto. Well, I've learnt that aperture priority, especially in bird photography, really is the setting to go for. I'll share those settings now in the video. On a Canon camera, aperture priority is AV. So you dial it in and you start off by setting your ISO between 2.5 to 3200, which is very manageable in today's softwares. And then you dial in your aperture. It's obviously dependent on your focal length of your lens, but obviously try and go as low as you can to get those nice blurry backgrounds. But be cautious not to go too low, because you do want to have some depth of field between the beak and the tails of the back of the bird. You can always use your software to blur out the backgrounds. And then the secret setting is to go to your EV light compensation. If you have good light, dial it back to at least -1.8 or even -2. This is going to trick your camera to drive up the shutter speed because it needs less light. In other words, it can push up those shutter speeds, and that will ensure those crisp and sharp images of the birds, freezing that special moment in time. All the images you saw earlier were taken using that specific setting. And I can assure you, whenever it goes to bird photography or even action wildlife, I'll never go back to manual settings. Give it a try. You won't be disappointed. You can always go back to manual, but really I highly recommend giving it a go. Let me know how you get on and leave me a comment in the comment sections. I'll really appreciate it. If you have any tips or suggestions, please leave a comment. We really appreciate it, and see you soon in the next one.